mirrors are so good that I can say you could do your whole makeup with these little mirrors. That good. Hi guys, it's Mo. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be about the newest addition to the VISEART family. This is the VISEART Spritz Edit. I did recently do the Paris edit. I'll link that for you so you can check it out. Look at the packaging. It has little bubbles on it. And check out these beautiful colors. Ooh, can't wait. Let's talk about the palette. Let's do some swatches and let's get nice and close and do some eye looks. Shall we? Let's go. Before we get started, shout out to you for watching. Thank you. I appreciate you. This is the VISEART Spritz Edit eyeshadow palette. She retails for $39. Cheers to summer with a glowing 12-pan eyeshadow palette inspired by the Spritz cocktail. Ooh, okay. Toast to togetherness with VISEART Spritz Edit eyeshadow palette inspired by the legendary Spritz cocktail. Here's a shaken, not stirred selection of 12 gorgeously glowing shades ranging in mattes and metallic finishes. VISEART's signature powder formula features a buttery feel, superior blendability, and triple milled pigments for an intense, long-lasting color payoff. Sante. Ooh, okay, I can get into that. Remember, swatches don't tell you the full story. They just show you what to expect. Alright, so that's the first row. Alright, let's do the second row. This row is all shimmers. There's no mattes in this row. Ooh, the gold. So pretty. So pretty. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh my. Pretty. Ooh. The way they shine and glimmer. So pretty. Let's move on to the third row. So we got 2 mattes down here and then 2 shimmer satins. Such pretty colors, aren't they? Finally, I'm going to be trying a new eyeshadow primer. Yay! As many of you know, I have been using the Marc Jacobs Coconut Eye Primer. So good. I still love it, but I hauled this one from Hourglass recently, so let's try it out. This is the Hourglass Veil Eye Primer. Allowed to dry completely before applying shadow or leave bare for a natural, even coverage. Okay. Isn't it cute? Packaging's cute. I've been using that Marc Jacobs eyeshadow primer for what feels like forever, so it's going to be nice to try something new. So I got about yay much. Let's see. Maybe that was too much. Oh no. So far, so good. All right. You know what? Let's speed up the process. Oh, so satisfying. Wait, gauze number 3. I'm going to go into this shade right here. It's going to be our first transitional shade as we build our gradient. Now, for me, on my skin tone and this color, it's not going to be anything that shows up. It's more so just a shadow shade to help when we transition colors. That same Wayne Goss number 3 brush, gonna go into the shade right beside. It's just a little bit darker. Gonna start building up that gradient and some depth in the eyes. I'm gonna focus it directly into the crease. The mirrors in these palettes, so nice. There's nothing worse than an eyeshadow palette mirror that's just Did you see how I really didn't do much and it just blends so effortlessly? That's what I love most about VISEART shadows, especially their mattes. Things are still nice and soft. I like it, but nice and blended. Why don't we go into this shade right here, this matte pinkish kind of shade, and this is a Chanel number 12, Natural Hairs. And I'm going to put this directly on the outer V and bring it through the crease. Everything's really building up very, very nicely. Sonia G Builder 3. Let's go into this matte shade. We're going to put that on the lid. And I'm just patting it. I'm not swiping, I'm just patting it. I feel like that always makes things softer and more blended. I feel like when I sweep the shadow sometimes, it can make it a little harsh. So I just take my time and pat. And I feel like it almost blends itself. This right here is totally a look. Put some wing and mascara. This is a soft, wearable look, but we're going to put a little something else on top here. Taking that same brush, this Sonia G Builder 3, and let's go into this shade right here. And put that on the lid. This is a dry brush, and I'm being very careful and such because I don't want a ton of fallout. And then what I'm doing is when I get towards the end, instead of continuing to swipe, I am patting. Keep things soft. And I'm using the brush because I know not everybody loves to use their finger, but if you use your finger with these shadows, definitely going to be more intense. Back in with my Chanel brush and this pinky shade. And let's work backwards just a little bit. Back in with the Wayne Goss number 3 and the darker brown shade, just working backwards. Softening the edges and continuing to bring it up a little bit. And going into this shade with a Wayne Goss number 7. I'm going to use that as the brow bone highlight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a brown wing liner for this look. And I'm using the Marc Jacobs Highliner in the shade Mocha. All the products that I use I will be listing down in the description box per usual for your convenience. Went in with a couple of coats of mascara, a little lip liner, and just some gloss on top. This is definitely a softer look, but it is still glam and fun. I love how soft and glam this look is, but I am ready to dive into those bolder colors. Let's do another look. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to dabble into some darker colors. Let's get a little more bold and fun. Wayne Goss number 16. Let's go into this matte shade. I love how just effortless, I love how these just apply and blend so nicely. I cleaned off that Chanel brush, so I'm going back in with it. This is Chanel's number 12. I'm going to go into this dark berry rich shade. I'm going to focus this on the outer V and run it through the crease. Just kind of bringing it out a little bit to elongate my eye. Keeping in with the drama. Obviously, we'll clean everything up. We're still working on it, but just to kind of set the tone, shall we say. I'm going to go back into my number 16 and that pink shade and just soften my edges a little bit. Wayne Goss number 7. Let's do some brow bone highlight. And then just going back in with that number 16. Making sure everything is soft and diffused. No harsh lines. Very easy to do with these shadows. I'm going to take the Sonia G Builder 3 and let's go into this shade right here and put that on the lid. And when I get towards the end of my eye, I start patting so it's less intensity and it's a smooth transition. I'm just going to flip that same brush around and go into this shade here for the inner portion of the lid. And then where the two colors meet, I'm patting so we have a seamless transition. And then I'm just going to touch up my outer V with that dark shade. Little detail work to finish up the look and bring it all together. I'm going to do a little bit of gradient shadow on the lower lash line. So I'm going to start off with the Wayne Goss number 7, this little guy right here, into this shade and focus this very closely to the lower lash line. One of my favorite brushes to do lower lash line detail work, the Wayne Goss number 20. It's a little fluffy brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade here so because this look is that much more dramatic, I definitely think we need a wing, so I'm going to go in with a black wing liner this time, put on some lashes, and I'll be right back. So, in keeping with the bold eye, I am going to do a bold lip, and I'm going to use this lipstick here from Huda Beauty. It's the matte lipstick in the shade Ladies Night. Well, as you can see, the second look is definitely a lot more dramatic, a lot more fun. Definitely something I would see myself wearing out on date night. And that's the beautiful part of these little shadows. You can definitely keep it soft and wearable. With this first row here, you can go into these colors so often and use them for soft, everyday looks, and even dabble into the little bits of color here to just add a little something to the look. I like that. It's versatile. And then you can definitely go into these bolder shimmers, the darker colors, and vamp it up. It's a versatile palette. It's not a one-look palette. You know, sometimes you get palettes and it's like, you kind of see that you're only going to be able to stick to one look. These palettes aren't like that. I love that about them. Love the look and aesthetic of the palette. It's a nice quality cardboard. The mirrors are so good that I can say you could do your whole makeup with these little mirrors. That good. And as you saw, these shadows performed very, very well. They blended very easily to the VISEART standards we've come to love very, very much. Let me know your thoughts on this palette. Have you picked it up? Do you want to pick it up? I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay healthy, guys. Stay beautiful. I'll see you soon. Bye.